Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sin.
I'm Joy.
And welcome to Big Girl Pantease,
where you get a plate of positivity, a side of bluntness, with accountability for dessert.
Yep.
Why? Because accountability
ain't a dirty word.
And we're getting better at this every time. I'm feeling it.
We've been practicing.
We've been practicing in the mirror at home.
But we've been doing pretty damn good. So
Give me some. Left hand. Ooh, okay, sorry.
All right, y'all. So for everybody that is tuning in for the very first time, we want to say welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. We hope you really enjoy the show. We are currently streaming on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
And anywhere you find your podcast.
Yes.
All the DSPs and all the, the jargon where
Check
you
us
listen,
out, wherever you
where
listen.
you watch.
But you kind of want to go to YouTube and watch because the chemistry you see completely different because besties for decades, it
shines through.
It shines through.
However, we're not shitting on you.
Not
if you are listening,
if you're on the treadmill,
if you're just listening, we appreciate you too.
We thank you too.
So thank you for that.
Thank you to all of the new people checking us out and to all of those who are back again. Episode 6, we love you. We thank you for following us. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yes.
Wow. Episode 6.
Episode 6. Yes. So please continue to follow us.
Yes.
You can follow me at Sin_Big Girl Pantease on Instagram. On Facebook, we are also Big Girl Pantease, and you can follow Joy at
Ms. Joy in the City on Instagram. I don't have Facebook. Do you have?
I do.
Wait, I'm the only person. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook.
We got the page. Big Girl
I'm a
Pantease
weirdo.
on Facebook.
I'm a weirdo, but we do have IG.
Yeah.
So
and we got
follow us
Facebook,
on there.
Our Facebook page,
and on YouTube, there is the Big Girl Pantease YouTube page.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
So. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, if you've been watching, as you know that we are on a drinking fast for the month of May.
Yes, Lord.
May is almost over.
Hallelujah.
And by the time this airs, it will be June.
Over. Yes, and I will have a glass of
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be you. It was both
but actually, it's gonna be us.
Yes.
Because she jumped in.
I jumped
and
in
joined.
at the last minute, but I'm
quietly,
glad I did.
Here's the funny thing. She quietly jumped in.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna fuck up real quick.
Yeah, she left me to the wolves.
I was like, I ain't telling nobody on air until at least make it to day 10. And then I think it was
and by the way, I'm not drinking. Right, that's what you did.
Yeah, I did.
You said what?
I was like, I'm not drinking. It was starting to kick in a little bit, but I think, they say it takes 21 days to break or make a habit.
Yes.
But it didn't take 21 days. When you see your skin clearing up, you're not as bloated.
Yep.
You're not as lethargic when you wake up in the morning because you're drinking wine the night before, whatever have you. So I felt a lot better.
Your skin looks fabulous.
Thank you. So does yours.
Thank you.
And I also know for you that it was a double. You stopped drinking coffee and alcohol. How was that? Girl.
Pray for me.
No. You can see what's in her cup right now. It is a lovely green natural.
Yes. Well, ain't that much natural as Starbucks.
No, but you know what I mean.
But I'm having actually it does have caffeine. It has a small. So quietly, I gave up coffee, not caffeine completely because I'm not a masochist. Because I do not like to inflict pain.
I ain't gonna be sitting there twitching.
Unless it's something we have discussed. Anywho, sorry.
That's a whole nother show.
Kinky Pantease.
Yeah, Kinky Pantease is going to definitely
Kinky Pantease.
We got a couple of good. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
But I gave up caffeine. I gave up coffee. Because caffeine is a drug, you cannot jump right into it because you'll have withdrawals, you'll feel like shit, you'll have a headache. Yeah. So what I did was I started drinking matcha green tea lattes from Starbucks, which my bank account is screaming at me because drinking Starbucks every day is the dumbest shit ever if you're trying to save money. But I had to keep on.
Everyone has their thing, and you found a healthier version of it.
Yes.
So to give up 2 things at one time is not easy. So applause to you for that.
Thank you. I'm applauding myself.
For that. Yes. Always, whenever you do something, no matter how big or how small, always applaud yourself.
Yes.
You always got to pat yourself on the back. You can't always expect other people to do it. And what if you don't have anyone around to do it? And some things, because you're doing it quietly, like I did.
Right. We pat each other on the back.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just kind of quietly went into it. And I was like, after each day, I gave myself a little pat on the back and said, you're one day closer to your goal.
Yes.
So don't look at the long goal sometimes. Just take it day by day. So we're almost at the end.
We're at the home stretch. Today is day 25. We always do the show a week before we actually put it out. So that's why
this is Memorial Day weekend. And
so we wanted to get it done. We're
gonna be dry, but
no dry.
We'll make up for
dry
it.
and glowing.
That part.
So I'm still going with it.
Me
Sin is
too.
still going with it.
Yep.
I feel better.
6 days left.
Yes.
We're almost there.
Here's the thing though. I don't think I'll go back to coffee.
Very good.
I think when the month is over, because I've actually been able to not do it for a month, I don't think I'll go back to coffee.
Good.
I ain't say shit about alcohol.
Look.
It's costing me. I was at an event last night, right? Off topic. And it's like the Lord be testing you if you're going to put your big girl panties on.
Open bar.
Not only was it an open bar.
Your favorite?
It was a tequila open bar. It wasn't Casamigos.
But,
thank God. But it was tequila. And honey, they had like tequila versions of French 75s with champagne in it and fabulous. And people walking around and people are offering you drinks. And I'm like, fuck you. And it's like,
you know how easy it would have been for me to been like, yes, ma'am. And I would have just took on June 1st and tacked on that.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
Thought about it.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, free tequila.
And then you said, I just make up that day on the 1st. And then you still got Friday and Saturday to drink.
Right.
But you did.
But I didn't. And I'm proud of myself. But
I was put in that situation last Friday. I was out enjoying myself. And before I went to Miss Lily's, shout out to Miss Lily's for dinner.
I love Miss Lily.
I had a great time. The oxtail is like to die for. She comes over and she's like, do you want anything to drink? And I'm like, oh, now, am I going to do this? And think that's why accountability is important, because the person I was hanging out with held me accountable. It was like, it's day 19. You didn't even get to day 20. This is what you doing. And I'm like,
you know what? Thank you.
You know what? Can I get a sorrel
thank you, sir.
lemonade?
You ain't low.
A sorrel
You ain't low.
biscuits?
He said, we'll talk about it later.
Like, oh, yeah. I was just like, OMG, what is going on? I actually am going to hold myself accountable. And I got a sorrel, hibiscus, iced tea. And it was so super good.
That sounds amazing.
It was so good. And I was proud of myself. I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this out. So
I'm proud of you too, Cindy.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too, boo.
Thank you. We did it. We did it. So we just wanted to give you an update on that, because by the time this airs, we done.
We are completely done.
Finished that shit.
We're going to be sitting somewhere drinking a mimosa by the time y'all looking at this, okay?
Yes. Okay. So to jump into today's show, today's show is called, the names of the shows are funny.
It comes out of nowhere sometimes.
And the name of today's show is
Recycled
Pantease.
Okay. Y'all be like, what is
recycled panties? Wait, do you wear your panties more than once? No, and if you do, I'm telling you right now, you a nasty bitch. Don't do it.
Disgusting.
Don't do it. Do not ever wear your panties more than once. But that's not what we're talking about here.
Don't be you chicks out there that might be flipping them over. Don't you?
Wait. People flip them over?
Oh, have you ever watched other people's shows or podcasts and stuff? I'm not gonna say.
People flip their drawers over after they wear them?
There's people out there that don't wash with washcloths, with scrub gloves.
Do we need a hygiene panties?
We're going to do a hygiene panties.
Like, what is your shower
Kinky
like?
Panties, hygiene panties, like, toxic. We got some stuff coming.
We got some things in the pipeline for y'all. But
that's going to have to be one.
I'm just still bugged out by people flipping their panties over.
Child.
If this is you.
Nasty.
I'm calling you out. Don't do it again.
You need to go to the damn gynecologist, because I'm sure
and you need to, you know, Savage Fenty. I love Savage Fenty. You can get you some nice drawers for
beautiful.
Okay, and they not that expensive. Shout out to Rihanna. Okay,
yeah, Riri. I just heard she got engaged.
Oh my goodness!
I heard ASAP put a ring on it. Which
he liked it, and he put a ring on it. They're a whole family.
They're so cute,
and they're such a cute family, and they're a real little family.
And they're real.
Yeah. And did you see the birthday party? RZA, their son's first birthday party.
Yes.
So cute.
Adorable.
And he a daddy's boy.
For sure.
He love his daddy. I think she's having a girl.
I hope so.
It would be good for them.
And
I love Black love. I love seeing
Black love.
Black family.
Black
the most
so beautiful.
Exactly. The most revolutionary thing that you can do in life is make a Black family.
I know that's right.
So kudos to them.
Hello.
All right.
And they're beautiful, and I love their vibe. So I hope she has just a safe pregnancy.
We're wishing you all the good
she's gonna
vibes.
Be gorgeous if she's a girl. Like, seriously.
Oh my gosh! Because look at the baby.
Yeah.
Look at RZA. First of all, his name is RZA. I think that's cute.
know that is the dopest name,
so
right?
Cute. That's super
Shout out
cute.
to the Wu-Tang. Shout out to my Mr.
Hold on, I got it all wrong.
M-E-T-H-O-T,
The Wu.
man.
Did I do it right? The Wu. The Wu.
I do even the West Side W if I can't throw up the Wu. Everything is W, but this is the Wu side.
No, except for George W. Anyway, so big girl panties, and
it's
today we're talking. And today's
panties.
is recycle panties. So I said the whole name of the show. So basically, this came up because there was a conversation that we had, which is always how it goes.
Yep.
Where we were trying to figure out the parameters of a timeline of what is safe and okay in friendships and men that you've dated. And I'm only talking about in friendships, women friendships. I can't speak on men's friendships because we not men.
Yeah.
So in women's friendships, when you date a guy, and first of all, we are in New York City. So the running joke of New York City is it's not your man, it's just your turn. Yep. So it's just your turn.
Small ass city.
It's a very city. I mean, it's big in like everything else,
but the actual,
but even the actual island itself, those 5 boroughs, if you look at us on a map, we like tiny. Yeah. But we got big hearts. And apparently everybody got big hearts because it's everybody's recycled.
Yep.
So I came across a story that actually involves my best friend, which kind of started it off. So also, write us at biggirlpanties@yahoo.com. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just like,
are we still in the retrograde? No.
I don't know. But
write us at biggirlpanties@yahoo.com.
Yep.
And let us know, what your thoughts are on this, because we're definitely curious about it. So a long time ago. It's like actually over a decade ago.
Over a decade
ago, I met a guy through a coworker, and we exchanged numbers, et cetera, et cetera. I'm telling the story backwards. And
I noticed.
My bad. Did I take an edible or something? Okay, so, okay. So Sanaya and I went to a party for a coworker of mine, and she met a guy. And they hit it off. They exchanged numbers, et cetera, right? Now, I told the beginning of the story where I met this guy first, and we exchanged numbers, but nothing ever came of it. We never even went on a date. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing happened. And while they were talking, homeboy brought it up. And at that time, Sin was over me because she was like, how does some random dude that I'm talking to tell me that he was talking to my best friend? We weren't talking. We had maybe 2 conversations, did not hit it off, never went on a date, right?
The intent was for that to happen.
And it did.
But that's besides the point.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All you had to do was say, look, same thing with Flinchy.
Here's the thing. Okay, but she did tell me. But the reason why you told me is because you dug in my ass about me not saying anything. Okay, so there was a guy. There was
not always easy. It's not always easy to tell somebody something like that, because I have my story. Y'all gonna hear
we
that
got stories. I got more than one too. So we really want to understand what the parameters are.
Yes, and we want to get your take on it. We want to tell our take on it, but yeah, it was a little different because I'm like, all right, I understand it never went anywhere, but I just was like, you should have just been like, hell, we initially exchanged information. We thought it'd be cool. It fizzled, nothing happened. We had 2 conversations, and then I said, you know what? This person may be better for this person. And it happens sometimes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But I did not like the fact that I found out through him.
I didn't like the fact that he even mentioned it. Sorry. I'm going to tell you why, best friend. Now I would probably do it different. Well, now I'm not doing anything because I'm fully. I've been with one man for the last few years.
I'm like, you better clean that shit up.
No, don't get me wrong. Listen, I got my story where I was, we'll get into it. But I was like, damn, why did you even say nothing? Like, why would you? But you know what? When she came to me, she was like, I didn't want to be told by some dude something about my own best friend, and because of that, I respected it. So I was like, all right, if that ever happens again, moving forward, this is how I'll deal with it with you. But I was like, why did you even say that to him? I mean, why did he even say that to you? It wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt like, what are you doing? So,
but yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was more so, it wasn't the fact that you guys were possibly looking to see if y'all had chemistry or could talk or whatever. It's just the fact that you just didn't tell me.
He was fine too. But
yeah, he was very fine. And that's
He's
fine.
tall, dark, and handsome.
Let's be clear. Listen, just because you look good don't mean
you are good.
I know some fine ass men, and their personalities is shit, or they're fuck boys, or they're assholes.
Ooh,
so
that was
yeah,
bass.
let's be clear.
She put bass in her voice.
Let's be clear. Just because you fine don't mean if you have a shitty inside, all of that disappears on the outside. I don't give a fuck.
I have to agree.
You could be Unless you met the man. That man could be an asshole, and I'm just still going to love him.
I
Shout
love
out to Method
all
Man,
the way
but
to his ass.
other than that, you can look like Lance Gross and Morris Chestnut combined. Yes, and those two are two of the most gorgeous.
No, we talk about,
black
don't get me
men
wrong,
on the planet.
Morris Chestnut is fine now.
Still,
but like 90s Morris Chestnut?
Morris Chestnut then and now.
Got it.
Best
Okay,
Man
sorry,
Holiday and Best Man.
Okay.
They could both get, and the series.
You right. I'm
when he
sit back
jumped
over
in
here.
that damn pool. Getting off topic.
Sorry. I had my mind left.
My mind kind of went for a second because I got a visual. But if you're that fine and it's not about, you could be good looking. Women could be beautiful, as men know, as we all know, women know. But if you don't have a good heart, if your spirit is not pure, if you're not a good person, all that goes away.
Yeah, right.
But I also have a story which is similar to yours, but I think this is where it's a demonstration of how I would have appreciated or wanted you to do for me. So
here we go.
I went on a trip. I'm not going to really go into detail because I can't give too much away. But I went on a weekend trip years ago, over a decade ago, with friends, and met some friends. And this guy on the trip, we were cool. We all exchanged information when we got back from the trip. Hit me up, wanted to, chat and see where it could go. We got on the phone. And my birthday is Valentine's Day, for those that do not know. I was born on February 14th. And he made a comment saying, yeah, because I'm all about that February 15th love. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I say instead of celebrating Valentine's Day on the 14th, just wait an extra day when it ain't all the hype and the prefix $200 meals. We'll wait until... So I'm laughing, thinking like, oh, he joking, he's funny.
Okay,
because I'm like, at first I'm saying to myself, no, he must be joking because I just told you my birthday is Valentine's Day, so jokey joke.
You funny.
You funny,
You
okay,
so funny.
Okay. And then I realized he was like, nah, I ain't playing.
Silence.
And that meme, and even if you don't give a fuck, you start with the paganistic high. I don't give a fuck.
He ho-tapped you.
Yeah, you can ho-tap, tip-tap.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Bull tap. You could shit tap. I don't give a fuck what kind of tap. You could tip-tap, tiptoe your ass the fuck out my face with that because it's not about a Valentine's Day. It's about my birthday. Right. That's what you're celebrating, my birthday.
And you made that clear.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not even about that.
And once that was said to me, I just was like, okay. Not sure. Okay. And then I just was like, other conversations that we would have wasn't even about finances or anything or money, anything like that. I just realized I would like this person more as a friend. So I was in contact with this person, good person. So I said, you know what? Maybe he's not good for me, but maybe he's good for someone else. So I knew you were single at the time. And so it
was not to cut you. That it was the housewarming? Are we talking about the same person?
Flinchy.
Housewarming. That's where.
Yes. Forgot about that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So sorry. We just had a.
Sorry, had a moment. I want to make sure we was on the same page. Right. Okay, good.
Yeah. Good. So they met and they decided to go out on a date, and
we went out on a date, and
But I told her ahead of time.
Oh wait, sorry, go ahead.
This is the whole point of the story. I told her.
She told me ahead of time.
Hey, this person and I exchanged information. We had 2 conversations, and then I realized not the person for me, but might be better for someone else. So I want to see if you 2 can mesh. And so she knew up front, and that's the only thing that I really kind of just would have appreciated from you, because hearing it from him was like, wait, what? So wait, you telling me something that my old best friend even found me? What?
Okay, so
what the fuck?
Hold on, I'll just say one thing.
I was tight.
You had conversations with this man to the point where he was talking about your birthday, February 15th. He actually knew your birthday. Right,
though.
Girl, no conversation like that. We probably maybe had 1 or 2.
But that's still conversation. It was the intent.
Tomato.
Yeah, it was
agree
the
to disagree on that one.
Y'all didn't exchange phone numbers to just be cool. Y'all exchanged phone numbers because you already said he was fine. So you exchanged numbers with the intent for it to see where it goes.
And it did.
And
then when y'all hit it off, I was like, yes, because they look good together. And I was like, sorry.
But even with it's just the intent. If the intent is there, then let me know, because obviously it was a issue if I reacted the way I did to him and to you. Because I
I
looked at him like, oh, wait,
I got
what?
it the worst.
I couldn't get up from his presence quick enough to call you and be like, so,
Hey,
really?
bitch.
I think I was in the bathroom.
Look, hey,
so,
bitch.
You couldn't even tell me that y'all, the intent was, you made it seem like this the homie, just the homie.
He was just the homie.
Went back to being the homie.
He was always the homie.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
We could listen, and I apologize, and I understood where she came from.
Yes.
And big girl, putting your big girl panties on later on in life. I had another situation that came up, and okay, so when you're in between, I don't know, ladies, if y'all have what's called a short stay, and the short stay is somebody that whose boots you smoke in between relationships, right? Okay, yeah, I know her short stay. I mean, sorry. Anyway, let me not tell your business.
Tense.
Had one.
Shout out.
I had one too. I haven't had
to remote control.
Ooh, you
don't
said
go
the
nowhere.
Nickname.
Just RC.
That's it.
No more to say. Now keep going.
Mine was nice little hat on a truck. Anywho, so right. Okay. Anywho, so I know, ladies, in between relationships, we do have needs.
Yes.
And we don't like extra body counts.
No,
Come on, don't even front.
Let's keep it all the way real.
Don't even front. You don't want an extra body count.
You would go back into the Rolodex and be like, who can I recycle?
Good dick. Look, he got good dick. Oh, he good.
Good dick, good credit.
Oh, he got good credit. I don't give a fuck about your credit. Yeah. You here as a short stay.
I care about credit because when you you want to go out of the country, drop that on the card, then just tell me where to show up.
I am not taking my short stay out of the country. My short stay was coming to my house or I was going to his.
See, mine morphed. See, short stays is also the ones to where when 8 o'clock in the morning hit, one is getting up to leave. My short stay, we would do like 24 hours.
That's not a real short. It's not a real short stay. Y'all were friends, but we wasn't friends. Me and my short stay, we didn't hang out outside of short staying.
Short staying. Okay.
So I had a short stay. I had him for years, and a friend of mine, she and I had gone out to dinner. She had came back into town, and it came up because I did like fuck with him. I liked him. Mm-hmm. Not enough for a relationship, but we were talking about what's going on, and I was explaining to her who my short stay was. I didn't say names. I didn't say anything. Blah blah blah. A week later, I believe he came into her job and tried to holler at her, and she came to me and she said, "I think this is your dude." I was like, "It's not my dude," but she was like, "No, I think this is the guy." It turns out it was. So she was like, I'm deleting the number. But okay, let me not say the difference is. I believe that if there is sex involved or some sort of emotions, then absolutely you should be sharing information with this other person. And I know I personally, of course, I'm literally being a vegetarian butcher because I have another story. Anywho, so homegirl of mine, my short stay tried to holler at her. She put me on.
Wait, y'all was still short staying? Y'all was still staying?
We were staying at the time, but we're just friends.
But he didn't know that was...
He had no clue that was my friend. Okay. Oh, no. Here's the thing. Oh, if he had tried to holler at my friend, no, it is my friend. But it just made it awkward because it's like, if you're going to be doing you, that's really fine. But you're going to be doing you and my friend while we doing us, short stay, nigga. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
And that's a little too motherfucking close to home. How about that?
Okay. But I love this person for being honest about it. But I was not in my evolution panties, episode 2. And I was still insecure and upset about it and kind of was upset at my friend. Dumbass. Why are you mad at your friend for coming over and telling you the truth? I wasn't... It's not like I was mad at anyone. It was just an awkward situation. But I'm saying all this to say I respected the fact that she knew that we were fucking, and that's what it was. But even though it was just that, when he tried to holler at her, she came to me about it. After that, everything fizzled out. Nobody talked about it. And then I ended up, no, actually, I didn't get in a relationship till a lot later. But our situation kind of broke off because, oh shit, I did get into another. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm doing all of this on air. Either way, she came to me and told me, and I respect that. And that's the line of communication. I believe if there's sex involved, feelings involved, children involved, marriage involved, you should be saying something to your homegirls.
I have another story that that does not involve any of that, and that's why I kind of disagree with you, and I'm gonna explain why. The only thing that was involved was feelings, but I gotta kind of tell this story. Okay. So I had a situation where I, through a group situation, started encountering an old friend.
Okay.
A mutual old friend. We were all together hanging out.
Yes. Okay. I know that. Yes.
And me and this person started vibing.
Okay.
And it was out of nowhere. Never looked at this person like that. Known this person for years, almost a decade at this, a little over a decade at this point, and never looked at this person like that until, this event.
Start looking sexy to
start looking,
kind of fine.
Looking good. And then exchange information just on some, just to talk and catch up. And it kind of evolved over the phone to where we realized, okay, we are attracted to each other and interested and, maybe just getting to know each other better. The situation was, the mutual friend used to like this person. And let me finish. The mutual friend used to like this person. And I knew that. I've always known that. Okay. I do know from both parties that nothing has ever happened between them. It was a pretty platonic, very platonic relationship. Got it. But because I knew that my friend, which was the mutual friend, had feelings or liked this person at one time, years ago. I was wrong for not approaching my friend and saying, look, this is what happened. I know, nothing ever happened between the two of you, but I just got to be honest with you and tell you how we're feeling and what it is. And I did not do that for a long time. And then I have a very, 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 very guilty conscience. And it was eating away at me all the time. Yeah. And I said, it will be worse if she hears it from him. Just the way I heard, not in that it wasn't as piercing hearing it from, our situation, because he wasn't shit like that.
It's not saying he wasn't shit. Nothing moved forward with it.
Nothing moved forward. It wasn't no big situation.
But
this one, I knew how this person felt for this person at one point in time. And I should have told her a lot sooner. I should have told her immediately after we both realized it was turning into something more. And then when I did tell her, she voiced that. As she should. She voiced that. She's just pretty much said, Sin, I would have just appreciated that you just told me. I understand stuff happens. You can't help who you fall for sometimes.
Right. Because you did fall for him.
We was feeling each other. Yeah. I wasn't in love or anything.
Did you smoke his boots? Anywho, sorry. Off the record.
I am going to keep...
Quiet. Nope, actually.
My mouth absolutely shut on that.
Continue your story.
I always smoke boots back.
She be smoking them back, ho.
Soul snatcher out this motherfucker, but that's anyway.
Okay.
I just all the way through and through. We gonna be transparent. I ain't gonna have nobody on camera thinking I'm I get down, okay? But yeah, I snatched his soul. But no, it was actually way more emotion. Like we just clicked and had a real chemistry that was not
That's me rubbing my feet together.
Yeah. Oh God. Heifer.
Sorry, that's a funny story too. I know we got all these inside jokes, but I don't want to cut her off in the middle of a story. No, please continue.
Jesus, that was a good one. That was a funny one. But yeah, she conveyed to me that she just would have appreciated me telling her up front, and I agreed, and I felt like shit the whole time, and it didn't amount to anything. Right. That person turned out it fizzled out. That just definitely wasn't a person I was going to be with. But at the time, we were really feeling each other, and she just wanted honesty from me up front. Right. And I'm also glad that I did tell her first and that he didn't get a chance to say anything. And,
right.
But it was I just learned from there that, okay, honesty is better.
Is it the best policy?
It's the best policy in most situations. And I'm not real.
I love most situations.
Most situations. I'm going to tell you why. Because my mom, shout out to my mom. She's quick to
Miss
say,
L.
Hey, Ma. Hey, Lalo. She quick to say, look, you ain't always got to be honest, with every goddamn thing. And I learned.
She sounds like
no, because my mom be saying shit with like the lady granny. That's not how my mom voice actually sounds. She gonna kill me if she say this.
We love you, Miss L.
She gonna like, you have everybody thinking I sound like a man?
No, she does not.
But we be joking around with joke voices and stuff like that. But that's how my mom said to me, you ain't always gotta be honest, Abe. Which I totally get, because in certain situations you need to learn
honesty
to shut the fuck up.
Honesty is not the best policy.
It's not that it's not the best policy. Sometimes you just learn to need to shut the fuck up. Like my mom also say, you don't need to let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. Some things you ain't always got to broadcast.
This is
true. I'm learning that.
Thank you, social media.
Yes, but when it comes to close friendships,
right,
it is important to give them a heads up. It's important and it's uncomfortable too, because I was damn near crying on the phone because I didn't want to hurt her. I did not want to hurt my friend. I knew that my friend was leaps and bounds over having a little like for this person.
Right.
But it was the point of me not telling her.
Yes.
And I'm grateful and love her to death, and so grateful that she, didn't crucify me for it or, stop being my friend for it. But it taught me a valuable lesson, even though it's uncomfortable. You have to, when it's someone close, you have to make the effort and just put it out there and just hope that they accept it. Now, if it was a situation to where they actually had sex and they made out or they had a physical connection, the situation would have never happened. And for me, that is drawing the line. If you have made out with, fucked, oral sex, any of that, anything physical, other than maybe just a pat the peace hug when y'all first met, I can't. I won't. Because
I have to agree on that.
And then it's like, I don't want my best friend or my close friend's leftovers. That's weird. Like, oh, you fucked her, you fucked me.
So it becomes a leftover once you've actually smoked their boots. So it wasn't a leftover with homeboy. I almost said his name.
I almost said a few names myself.
Oh my gosh. I almost said his name.
We would have had to edit that
with the situation with homie.
Yes.
Look, I lost my train of thought fucking laughing at you. Situation with homeboy, nothing happened. So that's why we were able to move through that. But I do believe if I had got with him, it would have been a different thing. And I do believe that. So here's my question to you. When my friend came to me and told me about my short stay trying to holler at her, because I was in my feelings, I treated her a little differently for a while. I got my shit together and realized it was all me and moved forward and got my life together because I knew it was me. Did you see your friendship between that friend change a little bit after that information was released? Because I know I did a little different and then came back. Did you see as being on the other end?
As much as I thought that it would, it didn't. And if it did,
that's great.
And shout out to my friend, because
shout out to you,
girl, because I think the reason why is because of the type of person she is.
She's also don't really give a fuck. Not that she don't give a fuck, but she's always had a very whatever personality.
No shit. But the reason why it's attributed, I say shout out to her, is because I think she doesn't believe in crucifying people. She know we all make mistakes. I think she's known me long enough to know I'm never intentionally trying to hurt anybody. And because she is a like I am, and a lot of people are, when you're a person of faith, you try your best not to judge other people, because you got to look at, you can't throw stones. You live in a glass house. You got to look in your own backyard.
And if you got a glass door, you better watch your mouth.
You better watch your motherfucking mouth. How about that?
What up, Fitty?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I had to. I'm sorry.
No, you got to watch your mouth, because, you got to always just be mindful that everybody got their shit. Everyone got their skeletons. Yep. And I think she didn't hold me, she didn't crucify me and treat me any differently. Now, if she felt differently, I couldn't tell that. Okay. Because we hung out after that. Yep. I saw her not too long ago after that. And up until this day, she has not conveyed to me or shown me that was the issue. And I'm so appreciative to her for that, because if that was the case, that would have rocked my core, because I consider her such a great friend. And that's another reason why I felt like straight shit by not telling her because of how much I love this person.
Right. And she also made you have accountability by saying, I wish you would have just told me.
And yes, and I appreciate the fact that she kept it a buck and said, I you know, it bothers me a little because you could have just told me. Like the fact that you kept it from me is not what you did. It's what made it worse.
Got it.
So yeah, my question for you though is, what was it that made you treat your friend differently?
Oh, insecurity.
Okay.
I can answer that easily.
Okay. Because women will compare ourselves and be like, oh, so what? I mean, I know I'm good. But the funny thing is you look at your friend and be like, she's amazing.
No, my friend is bad as fuck.
Exactly.
No, all of my friends are hot.
What was the insecurity?
All of my friends. My insecurity was me dealing with my insecurity that trickled down that I never dealt with. It was still the same because this was such a long time ago. Remember, like I have said that, you know, I've had issues with that and I had to do the work. And that's where it came from. It was all wrapped in with me having issues, me not doing work, and me just being insecure, period.
So you was more frustrated with her or upset or took it out or
I took it out on her because of my own insecurities because I wasn't doing the work. And I'm blessed that I have friends that can see past your bullshit and forgive you.
Yeah.
So shout out to you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
Very much.
And then you know what? And the craziest part is 99.9 times out of 100, these men that us women are potentially keeping conversations from, potentially hiding, you know, saying something to someone, they're not worth it. Don't turn out to be worth it anyway because none of us are married to these people. It didn't go anywhere. You turn and realize these dudes
I
is this, that, and the
my
third.
short stay in almost 5 years.
You know,
okay?
so you know, so it's just, I think recycled panties is an interesting topic because a lot of people don't know the boundaries. And that's why we would love for you to write into us at biggirlpanties@yahoo.com because we want to get your take on it. Men, I would love to hear what your take on this is. Ladies, same. What is your take? Do you feel that if sex is not involved, if feelings is not involved, that you don't have to say anything? Or do you feel that even if the intent was there, that something should be said? And if so, does how close you are with that person factor in whether or not you say anything?
And if you had sex one time, does that count?
That's a whole nother topic.
Okay, yeah. If you've had sex one time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't go there. I can't go. If I know,
I'm just curious. I'm not speaking for me.
I know if you.
I'm just curious.
I know if you had sex with somebody.
I'm just curious.
And I couldn't go there. I don't give a fuck how fine they are. Just knowing that they were with someone this close. I can't even say this close to me. Any friends of mine.
Well, side note, it wasn't.
Let's be clear.
I ain't never had sex with nobody you had sex with.
No, we haven't. Knowingly. And if we did, I don't want to fucking know.
I don't want to know if you fucked him. Keep it on the low.
Don't wanna hear that shit.
I don't wanna know.
Now you gotta drop the. I don't wanna know. Did he fuck you better than y'all motherfuckers out there? If you recognize both of us and did it,
don't make me spit matcha latte on the kid.
No doubt. Don't speak that shit. Don't write it in.
I know just what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And don't explain it.
If you know it's real good.
Don't tell me because
we don't want to hear it. It hurts. Please. No, I don't want to. Don't go into the comments. Don't be like, oh shit, I ain't even realized. We don't need to know it now.
No, and we still don't need to know. We grown.
Keep that shit to yourself. That would be fucked up.
No. We know each other. We're best friends.
I was about to say we know we know the list.
Dude.
We know.
We even know the list.
You ain't had to say it like that. Like
the list. When I say the list, no, that list could have 2 people on it. Okay, you're right. My point is, look, when it comes to lists, everybody
we all got one.
You got a list. Even if you don't want to act on it, or if you don't want to explain it, or if you feel a way about it.
It just depends on if you're on 2 hands, 4 hands, 4 hands, 6
hands,
8.
feet, toes, whatever. Ain't nobody here to judge you. This is not judgmental, Pantease.
Are you willing to share?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Transparency is where the
transparent. Look, accountability and the transparency.
Accountability on this one is a dirty fucking word.
Yeah,
we're not saying it,
and I'm not getting dirty about that at all.
All I say is,
All I'll say is
I'm off one hand. I'll just keep it a buck and say that.
I'm not. Okay, that's a lot.
I'm about to say.
Damn,
what you say?
You know what's so funny?
You said slide just a little to the left. Okay.
When you strike me down?
What?
Why? I can't be off one? Okay, this is my best friend, so I'm talking mad shit. She be knowing. Anywho, sorry, but we're not going to go there for the list.
We ain't telling the numbers.
You thought I was going to get transparent on the show and be like, yeah, I
knew good and goddamn well you was. I just wanted to see your reaction.
You can get the finger.
The middle. Yeah, because what we not doing?
What we not going to do.
What we ain't doing up in here is telling that too much. That's a
whole nother story.
Nah.
I'm being honest with you. I don't think people should have discussions about their body count, period.
Do you think it's okay in relationships when a guy or a girl starts discussing? Like, because guys have asked, I've had a guy or two, one or two, ask me my body count. And I found that
screams insecure.
Yes, it does. And of course, it didn't last between me and that person. And two people that I was talking to years ago, trying to get to know. It screams insecurity. It screams mind your fucking business.
It screams none of this shit happened when you were around. Why are you asking me these intrusive questions?
And if I ask
you walked yourself further away from the pussy.
Yeah, thank you. You friend zone. That's not even friend zones. Yeah. Your ass just automatically to the left, to the left. And if I ask you the question, are you going to be honest and tell me how many women you slept with? Please.
Absolutely not. Please. That's why I think it's a dangerous conversation to have. So don't recycle your panties.
Don't recycle your panties.
And don't say it's your body count, unless it's a conversation that you are okay with having, which no judgment. No. That's on you. But I'm not having conversations about my body count.
The only person that I think most women would have that conversation with is their bestie.
Yeah, she knows my body count.
Well, she know mine too, because we know the dudes in our lives when they got nicknames, and
we got nicknames for days.
And that when we got to do a show about that, because
nickname Pantease. Oh, but if we start saying the nicknames,
people gonna
figure themselves out.
People gonna be in their feelings though. So
well, you already gave one away, Flinchy.
I just said, but I already told him. I already told him his nickname. He know. I'm sorry. I told him when conversation.
They still friends.
We're still friends. So I told him, I said, yo, your name is Flinchy, bro. You flinched at the check when you took my girl out.
All right, so I'll tell a quick story before we end.
Day, like, no, that ain't true,
yes, it's so true. It's so true.
Tell his story real quick.
I'll tell it real quick. Nothing. I'm never going to say your name. I won't even say the restaurant.
Fam, I love you. This is all jokes. I love you.
It's
cool.
Just jokes.
It's just jokes. We fam. I still fucked with you about this. I just was talking to you about a year and a half ago, and I brought it up. So when you see this,
don't be mad.
Don't flinch.
So,
pun intended.
I had gotten out of the relationship that I had spoke about in episode 4, I believe, where we were talking about do good, be good, because karma will come back to you. And I was
in your panties.
All up in your panties.
Episode 4.
And I had explained that I was dealing with someone that I should have never dealt with, ever. And
hey, Crackle.
Shut her ass up. Crackle pop. Snap, crackle pop. I shouldn't have been dealing with them. And they broke my heart. And I was fucked up behind it. I wasn't dating. I was really messed up behind it. But it was deserved. It was absolutely deserved. And it was my karma. So I had to eat it. Anywho. So
that was fight party.
Fight party. Yes.
You see what I didn't say?
Because I would have given it away.
We would have had to block. We would have been.
We don't like to edit. We don't edit.
We don't edit.
You see is what you get.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't edit nothing out.
Period. Episode 5 that we just dropped, actually, motivational panties. You can check it out on YouTube. Because it started beeping and our engineer came in the frame. We left everything. We don't take anything out. But we would have had to take that out because I almost said his name. But go ahead. I caught
his nickname.
I caught it. Yes,
his real nickname. So we went out to eat. I won't say the restaurant, but it was
Serafina.
Okay, all right, well, fine. So Serafina is not like high end, but it's not cheap. No. You're not going to like Applebee's, okay?
No.
And we went out to eat, and this is when I was in my. I like nice restaurants. I love me a nice restaurant. No, you know me, I'm bougie with that shit, and I always have been.
Mm-hmm.
So he picked the restaurant, and I was kind of surprised because I was like, actually, I enjoy that. So we go. We're talking. We're having.
When you pick a restaurant, fellas and ladies, if you're taking a man out and you're treating and you pick a restaurant, it better be within your budget. Look at the menu. Check and see how much the appetizers are.
Does my date drink?
How does my date drink? Factor in 2 or 3 drinks just in case. Go high.
But between the two of you.
Enough.
What if you drink?
Hello. So that's the worst part, that he picked the restaurant.
He picked the restaurant. And so we go. I got my situation all out. It's a date, you know, so I'm cute. And, you know, I'm like, I got my little wrap dress on. Dangling. So we go to the restaurant. We get there. We have a good time. Actually, we had a good time. We had a really cool date. And I had ordered a few drinks. We had ordered appetizer, dinner, blah, blah, blah. So at the end, you know, he invited me on a date. So, you know, and it's the first date. We'll have a debate about this, but I believe whoever asks whoever out on a date is who pays.
Especially on the first date.
Right? Facts. So you ask me, boom, that's what it is. Okay, stop. Sorry. Mm-hmm. When you have an Apple Watch, everything like pops up. I'm about to stop wearing my shit on the show. Anyway, so the bill comes and they hand him the bill and he had like a weird solemn look on his face. And then he starts like flinching and shifting in his seat. Now, mind you, I always bring money on a date.
Always.
Never, ever. Even when I was much, much, much younger.
Always.
When I started dating, I never left the house without my portion of the bill.
Just in case.
Because you can wash dishes.
Just in case.
You gotta pay for the bill tonight.
Ain't gonna have me in the kitchen, baby. Just in case.
Okay? I don't like doing dishes.
Hell no.
Okay? So, unless I have gloves, but that's at home. Anywho, so he started flinching in his seat. He like he actually flinched at the bill. He actually started shifting his seat, and then when he opened the bill, that's the part I forgot. He flinched. He was like, I was like, you all right? I was like, you all right? He was like, no, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
And this is how I know she's not bullshitting. This heifer got up, went to the bathroom, and called me. This nigga just flinched at the fucking bill.
I went to the bathroom
and this will be the last date.
And it was. Mm-hmm. And it was. So that's why we call him Flinchy. He's a good dude. Good dude. It's just like we were saying, if I'm not good, if you're not good for me, you might be good for someone else.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that's the reason
as long as you haven't fucked him.
Yes.
You go ahead, girl.
Yes. And you said that it was a good date.
No, it was a good date until he flinched at the bill.
But that part, she just was like,
this ain't
and then this
work.
Tied into his comment. It confirmed his comment about
February
15th.
Pagan holidays. I wish you could see me rolling my eyes behind my glasses. So that's where that came from.
But this is the funniest part, though, because I've been out with him since then, and I had food, drinks, and he paid the bill. And we're just friends.
Obviously, he's evolved. So good.
I guess from
good
me calling,
for you, Flinchy.
From me telling Flinchy that his name
he
was
like,
Flinchy.
nah, I'm gonna take you out on a friend date.
Yes.
And you get what you want. Throw some cheese on that bitch.
Yo, give her extra motherfucking pickles out this motherfucker.
Give her whatever she wants. Yeah, because he was trying to hide from that nickname that you will always have.
Go back and tell Joy that shit.
Which she did. So,
I did.
And all the people that are watching and listening. So now y'all knew too.
Now y'all know too. But
curious to know.
Go ahead. We would like to know what you guys think.
What's your parameters? Yeah. Is it like, okay, if you've had sex with them, it's a no. If you've talked to them, that's a no. Mm-hmm. If you have a child with them, I just feel like that's a hell no.
That's a hell no.
That's a hell no.
And then the other thing does it depend on time, and does it also depend on how well you know the person? If it's associate, if it's a coworker, if it's a best friend, if it's a close friend, does that matter? If it's a family member, I've never dealt with that one.
No, I haven't. But I've heard stories about that too. That shit is wild.
I have too. That's got to be some real shit.
Oh no, I'd have to. Orange jumpsuit.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Rikers for real. Sing, okay. All that.
All that motherfucker. Because I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
No, and it's not even about security and being insecure. It's about respect.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But we appreciate y'all coming in. If you made it to this part, we fucking love you. Thank you so much again for tuning in, listening.
Yep.
Send us questions. biggirlpanties@yahoo.com.
Yep.
Also give us your comments.
Please.
You can comment and on Instagram when we put this up, you can comment. YouTube, you can comment.
Pages.
We check everything.
We'll reply back to you as well.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So just let us know what you're taking on it as women in friendships and people. I can call them exes. People you've dealt with.
People
you talk to. I hate that word because that's what made me mad. We talked. No, the fuck we didn't.
Well, what do we got? We got to come up with a name for it.
We'll get back to you on that. Maybe we'll have it by the time
we'll have it by the time this airs. Hopefully. Definitely follow me at sin_big_girl Pantease on Instagram, and follow Joy at
Ms. Joy in the City. As you can see, I'm a Sex in the City fan. Always, just like that episode with Miranda, with when Charlotte said to Carrie, "Come meet my new man," and then he introduced them, and he was like, "Carrie, we dated." And then he went to the bathroom. She was like, "You got 5 seconds. Tell me what's wrong." He was like, "He's a sex maniac."
Yeah, sex maniac.
And Charlotte went through with it.
Yeah, she sure did.
She sure did, and he couldn't get it up because he was on meds. Anyway, that's a whole nother episode.
I was just watching Sex and the City movie 1 and 2 over the weekend.
See, so.
And Just Like That is about to come out in June
next month.
Yep. So super excited. We're definitely big fans, huge fans.
Ms. Joy in the City. I mean, that gives it away.
Also, we was just actually down at where they shot Carrie's house. She
on Perry Street.
Downtown Perry Street in the West Village. I finally got a chance to see the house. Every time she's running down the stairs, everyone thinks it's the Upper East Side, as it says in the show. No,
it's in the Greenwich Village. It's in the Greenwich Village. Cool. So if you are a fan and you want to see Carrie's brownstone, it's on Perry Street.
But be respectful, because it's a private-owned residency.
Oh, so they got a chain across the top. You're not doing it. You're not running down the steps. They're not doing it.
But you can kind of see it and just have a
they're not doing it.
And big moment. So,
or you can just run down the street and hopefully your car won't get you. Okay, good luck.
That part.
So, but good luck with that. Yeah. So as we close, make sure you also follow us at Big Girl Pantease
on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes. So thank you again.
We are so grateful for you. Have a wonderful weekend. This is going into Memorial Day weekend. We hope everyone do not drink and drive. We're not drinking. We're not driving. But we will be drinking next weekend.
Probably not driving. Though,
we're not driving. Everyone have a safe holiday. Yes. Have a great holiday. And we will see you soon.
Next time.
Peace.